Yeah. What's going on, world? What's up with y'all, man? It's your man, Location Chev, 1-4 for the Unbiased Podcast, and today we're doing something a little bit different right now. This is what we call, Speak Your Piece with Chev. This is the very first episode, a little bit of what we call like an Unbiased Podcast side bet. So, if you couldn't tell, right now we on location, one of the realest hoods in Anne Arundel County, one of the realest hoods in the world for real. So if you could tell, right now we down 20. Niggas know the vibes, man. It's a whole lot of money that been made out here, not a whole lot of bluffing. So right now we here to talk to a person that's a little bit, I don't call him controversial, but he got a lot to say right on the heels of his most recent project that was just released. So, rather than kind of feed into all of the different rumors and the speculation, rather than kind of, guess what's going on, we're gonna let that man speak his piece. You're gonna hear it right from the horse's mouth. We're gonna give you the most real, the most uncut version of events right from that man himself. So, like I said, my man should be coming out any moment now. Whoa! And I appreciate y'all for checking us out. Again, this is Location Chev, the very first episode, Speak Your Piece. Thank y'all for fucking with it. There he is. Appreciate y'all, man, for checking us out again. My man, Mr. EMG. What's going on, shorty?
Ain't too much, man.
Man, first of all, I really, really appreciate you for reaching out, kind of, again, as your product was just released, we want to give the people, some feedback. So, first of all, did you have any introduction, anything you want to say to the people as we get started?
Man, just make sure y'all go tap the fuck in, man. Working on me on all platforms, man, all major platforms, Apple Music, Google.
You know what I mean? Apple, what do you say? Apple Music, Tidal,
Google, Pandora, like anything you can stream on is there.
Anything you can stream on, and like I said, man, just no bluffing aside, no bluffing. I just want to make it very clear, man. The project is very much worth checking out. Again, it's called Working on Me, and we brought it down here, down 20, because from what I understand, this was where everything started off at, right? Why are we here? First, what's the relation between Working on Me, the project, and being down here, down 20?
For real, man. Working on Me stemmed from a lot of personal things that was going on, and one of the biggest personal events that I had recently in the last, few years happened in this very building. You know what I mean? So I was going through a little depression state, got locked up, and from there the tape started getting made, and this is probably the most personal project I ever put out.
And I'm glad you mentioned with that, because that was actually one of the things I was going to lead with. Obviously, again, I don't want to get too much into it, but with the case and all of that she was going through, is that something that we could talk about a little bit? Not specifics, of course, but
we could talk about anything. Like, I'm an open book. Like, I ain't got a sugarcoat or hide nothing. Like, first and foremost, like, let me go ahead and state mental health is very important in the black community. Y'all gotta know that. You know what I mean? And I was in denial for a lot of years, you know what I mean? So when it came to a head, you know what I mean, it put me in a bad spot. I went and got the help that I needed. I shook back, ended up going to jail after that. But hey, that's, like I say, that's what Working on Me stemmed from, man.
So let's take it back a little bit. Again, this is Annapolis, so it's a very small town. I know people pay attention. I'm sure niggas have seen the front page of the Capitol. Niggas have seen the posts on Facebook. People reposting it. People adding their speculation, what they think is going on, what they think they know, so on and so forth. But let's take it back before that. I know, obviously, like you just mentioned, you was going through, a difficult time, whatever that may be. And then out of the blue, to me, I know as somebody watching, from the outside, to see you come in the midst of all of that, say, you know what, fuck all of that, I'm working on this project. Talk about how you used that situation, whatever you was going through, getting locked up, and how you channeled that into starting to create some music. Is that like an outlet for you?
Yeah,
what's the point?
Like when you sit in that cell, man, and all you got is a pen and pad, and you're missing your family, you got all these emotions going on, and there's no other way to channel it. Me personally, I don't like talking to people, so I'd rather talk to the pen and go in the booth and get it all out instead of holding it in. And that was my issue. I was holding so many things in, and it was doing nothing but turn me down on the inside and fucking with my mind. And it's crazy because it happened at a time where I was set, I was good, I was in a nice spot, I had a great job, but like I said, it just was past demons that was fucking with me. So that's where the situation stemmed from, and I got broken down, and that's why it's titled Working on Me, because if you go to the cover, you'll see it's a bunch of puzzle pieces that came from me more so finding myself, you know what I mean? And once I put myself together, it was a masterpiece.
Right. No, and now with that, like I said, you know what I mean? What's going on? Already. Like I said, man, we on location. Niggas is out. All that. What's going on, bro?
That's what's crazy. Listen to my headphones. You just happen to be popping on.
And again, that was completely unplanned. So you already know that shows you how nigga really plugged in out here. So you know what I mean. The music speaks for itself. As you can see, people
I'll
walking
be
by.
right back.
Completely unplanned. He walking by with the music in his ears. So, but no, back to what you were saying with, you know, going through your trial, your situation while you was fighting your case, and then saying, I'm gonna channel all of that and put that into the music. At first it was I know you released the name of the project first, Working on Me, and then soon after came the album artwork. So you was just talking about that. And first of all, matter of fact, plug your man in for the artwork.
I gotta shout out Self Spitfire, man. The man is oh my God.
Motherfucker's a genius, dog. Straight up.
Great. Like I came to him with the idea, he brought that bitch to life, man. And it's crazy because that artwork was so in my mind. Because that's one thing. If you go to all my old previous tapes, I'm big on the covers. You know what I mean? I'm big on making a statement with the cover. You know what I mean? So that was something that was like big for me. Like when they see it, they're like, okay, this is nice, but let me see what he's talking about. And if you go through the tape, it'll tell you from 1 to 10. Pretty much me, how I'm working on myself, what I was going through, what's going on, how I'm building myself from this to this, you know what I mean, from start to finish.
So now, again, with the title of the project, Working on Me, with the album artwork, like you said, I thought that was very clever, kind of, it's showing, I guess what I'm getting to is that just the initial vibe, even before you hear any of the music, you could tell this was gonna be something that was more personal, something that you was gonna really dig into, you know, tap into your innermost thoughts, your innermost feelings. So was that intentional?
Yeah, that was like honestly, one of your counterparts, Tavy Jones. You feel what I'm saying?
Shout out to my man Jones. I'm by his podcast shit.
He was in my ass a lot, you know what I mean? Because you know we under the same umbrella, FTG. You know what I mean? Shout out to Hayes. Like he just was like, yo, you making great music, but you're not giving the people you. You making songs, but you're not giving them your pain. You're not giving them your struggle. And like I say, all this happened in a year. I just tapped into that, me fighting my case, me going through seeing, a therapist, this, that, and the third, and it was like, man, yo, you gotta get this shit off your chest. You gotta speak about this. You gotta let these people know what's going on, what took place. And pretty much like the intro tapped straight into that, knocked all the speculation and rumors out of what people was speculating what was going on.
Right.
Nah, we gonna go ahead and put it on the table. This was going on.
And that's what, like I said, that's what I fuck with. You know, like I said, man, I'm not the type of person that's gonna sit here and, first of all, if I didn't like the music, honestly, I wouldn't even agree to do the interview because I'm not gonna force myself to sit around and listen to a project thoroughly to come up with these questions and kind of going to that mentality if I don't like the music. So first of all, again, I definitely offer, you know, the utmost congratulations on the project because the music definitely speaks for itself. But to your point, I mean, right off the bat with the intro, nigga went right to it. No more speculation, no more having to guess what's going on. You went right in and kind of told your version of events as they transpired in your minds. And you know what I mean? Was it any nerves behind that or anything that you felt like you didn't want to say or you wanted people to know, but
no,
it ain't really their business? So how did you kind of go about that?
Like it wasn't like with my music, I'm transparent, and that was the thing about this tape. I used to always be like, man, I don't want to be in the limelight. I don't want people to know too much, but this project, I had to let the people know, man, this is what the fuck is really going on. Like, y'all don't understand the shit I got going on. And behind the scenes, every day you see me, I'm jolly, I'm cool, I'm collective, but it be a lot of shit going on. So, like I said, that right there was like, man, and I was hearing so much. You know what I mean? People was thinking like, yo, I was on some old domestic shit. I was just wilding out, I tripped out. No, like, I had a reason for everything. It's a method to my madness. So that's pretty much what I had to go on. You know what I mean? So they had to know. The people had to know.
And like I said, it didn't leave. It answered a lot of questions. I will say that. You know what I mean? That's when again, and I'm gonna get into that a little bit later. But that to me, that's definitely one of the standout tracks off the album. The introduction. I mean, it went right to it. Nigga, bar heavy. Went right in. They say, I ain't even know yo. I ain't had no shit with him. Like it tells the story. So I definitely appreciate. I definitely encourage everyone, man. Put the tape in. Go sit down. Whatever your vice is, pour something, twist something, however you give it up, like, just sit back and listen, because if you have questions, if you think you know, that man tells you everything that there is to discuss. So this is what we're gonna do. How are we gonna do this though, right? We're gonna get a little bit more into Mr. EMG's thinking, the tape, the project, what's next to come. So just fuck with us a little bit. You know, we're gonna be out here for a little while. And other than that, if you have any more questions, man, like, subscribe, leave your comments, and we definitely will continue to, you know, answer those as the time comes. But right now, again, this is Speak Your Piece with Chev, 1-4 for the Unbiased Podcast, man. Thank y'all for fucking with us. Let's go.
That was tough. One. That's the. I honestly thought I could not top bumps in the road. I was in that space like, man, can't nothing get better than this. That did that.
That joint right there,
That
that working on me. When we was jamming, I was telling you, that's gonna be the piece of the puzzle.
Yeah. Oh, wait till you hear what's next though. Oh man. And I took a song off. Oh, it's coming.
That joint right there though.
Like if a nigga got the CD, they got the song. But it's not
on the streams,
it's not on there.
Online, it ain't on it.
Yeah.
That's all right.
That let me know.
I'm gonna get the online copy
You
and the hard
know
copy.
that let me know coming.
Same thing I did to Flames.
Yeah, that let me know
I need
coming.
the online copy and the hard copy. Support local talent. Got you. Just was telling Gage the same thing, man. Y'all, like I knew y'all when y'all was before y'all got what y'all was.
Yeah.
And now y'all.
And one thing a nigga can't say is no fraud, no bluffing with nothing.
Everybody put their footwork in.
You can stamp that all day long.
Definitely. I'm ready to get in here, roll up, get my pregame started.
Always,
Man,
Trap hard, trap hard, nigga. Trap hard, trap hard, nigga. Trap hard, trap hard, nigga. Trap hard. I never ever thought that I'd be trapping. Swear it was very crazy.
What's going on, y'all? We live, we got more Speak Your Piece with Chev. Again, we still here with the man himself, Mr. EMG. Figure we stop, get a little bite to eat, and I dive a little bit deeper into the mentality, what he's thinking, what drives him, so on and so forth. I know one of the things we were talking about before, you were mentioning the mental health aspect, some of the things you were going through during the creation process for the tape. You know, first of all, you know, you mentioned family, of course, your mom and your daughters and everything. How is everybody doing? How's your family doing?
Everything is lovely now, man. Like everything is better now. You know what I mean? That I got it out there. We dove into what the problems was. You know what I mean? So everything is laid out on the table. Relationships got better. Like everything cool.
And you know, I'm a bar with a nigga, so I grew up. I know your mom. I haven't seen her come in contact with her. You know, definitely. You know, wish everybody well and all that. That's one of the things I wanted to. I think that's pretty interesting. You know, as long as I've known you, you've always been, and I think most people who know you would agree, you've always been the person that kind of just wear it all on your sleeve, like put it all out there, no cut cards, no secret. That's you, right?
Yeah, they call me Mr. Controversy for a reason.
Mr. Controversy, right?
Like, I don't really have no filter because either you gonna like me or not. If you don't like me for being organic, original, like cut clean and dry, then I don't need to be around you because the type of people I like having in my corner. If I'm wrong, check me. I'ma take it and run with it. Like let me know I'm wrong. Don't think I'm wrong and then go around somebody else and talk about it.
Right.
And then I get the narrative back that it was a discussion back. Like that's corny. Because obviously we're not really close.
So now, that's an interesting dynamic. Talk about a little bit about how you balance that. You being the person who's like, you know what, this is me, no filter, take it or leave it. But of course, maybe some of your relatives or your family, they might not necessarily be as open as you are. So how do you balance that in the music, what to put out there, and not wanting to make anybody else in your family uncomfortable as you tell your story? Or is that something you even think about?
Honestly, I don't even think about it. I really don't. Because at the end of the day, it's more so like, you can't dislike me for speaking how I feel. So if you feel a certain way about something I said, it's either fact or it's something that you should have addressed. So since we didn't address it first, and I got to address it in my music, now you hear it, we can talk about it. If not, keep moving. Right. That's pretty much how I go.
And did you grow up, was music always a big part of your life and a part of your upbringing as far as, you know, shaping the man you became?
I wouldn't say yeah. Like I'm not gonna be one of them guys that say, man, I always had records and I always was rapping. No, like literally, I stumbled into it. And it's a funny story. Like being down by it's like I go to get, you know, my man Flames out the crib, you know, shout out to Flames. I go to get him and Toma out the crib and they in there rapping. Right. Like I'm talking, man, I was 9, 10.
Right. Shout the Flames and shout the Toma, by the way. Them the homies.
Like, yo, like they got a boom box and a PlayStation. Like they recording on the boom box with a tape. We got the instrumental playing off the PlayStation off the TV. And I'm like, yo, what is y'all doing? Like we outside playing football. Like, man, rap. Right. So it's like, man, the first one, boom. I ain't gonna lie, it was, I'm talking about bombs and all types of shit. Right. So as I got older and I dove more into it, I got better with my freestyling capabilities, and that's really when it took off. Right.
Now, which is very interesting. But even outside of you being a writer and a rapper yourself, I would say, like, all right. So for instance, a few months ago, me and the bros with the Unbiased podcast, we had the city a little bit lit with when we were doing the R&B challenge. And I'll never forget, you hit me kind of offline and say, look, watch how I freaking with the R&B challenge. I'm going straight records. I'm going old school.
And see, that's a little different. Like, right. With the R&B is like, my grandfather always had records. Right. You know what I mean? Every Sunday when you know we would go to church when I was younger, we were all like literally. It never failed. Every morning I'm waking up, it's something playing. Whether it's OJ's, Otis Redding, like it's playing. BB King, like it's playing. So it's like it wasn't. I couldn't dodge it. Right. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't know, like, I lived with my grandfather until I was 9, 10. Like, so, this is every Sunday. It never failed. So, I saw all these records. But it's not like I was down there.
No, right.
But yeah, like R&B, that's something totally different.
But the reason why, and the only reason I mention that and the way I tie it back together is because that's one of the things that impresses me most about the tape and about your music. Period, is that I listen to a lot of the instrumentals. You're not picking beats that are just typical with the times. You know what I'm saying? Like. A lot of it was more, again, and that's just my personal preference. That's my vibe as far as music, like the soulful beats with the samples and the, you know what I'm saying, more music, instrumentation, so on and so forth. Is that something, again, that's on purpose?
No, like, my method to it is more so this. Like, I might sit and play a bunch of instrumentals. If the hook don't come instantly, I keep it moving. Right. And it just so happens that the beats that I pick just happen like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I go looking for specific beats or I go like, yeah, I'm gonna go off this topic. But if it come natural, that's what I'm running with. Because it's like, I'm not choosing this. You know what I mean? Either the man upstairs, even the law choosing it, or just my soul coming out and I'm feeling this beat. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much how that happened. Like it'd be wild, because it'd be beats I skip past. A lot of beats be like, yo, that's really hard. I don't have a hook to it. I don't like it. I'm gonna keep it moving. And that's just how it happened, you know? It'd be
and to your point, I remember you made a comment once before where you were saying, and at first I thought you was just on your, you know, typical rapper shit, just, you know, just popping slick, just, you know, just talking, you know, humbly bragging. When you made a post, you said, look, if there's anybody out there that make music, if you need help with some hooks, let me know. I'm the hook man, you know, I'll get you right. And at first I'm like, yeah, he just popping slick. But now, again, haven't heard Bumps in the Road, haven't heard the latest project working on me. It wasn't the game. Like, I know you, I can tell you take your hooks very serious.
To me, that's the most important part of the song. Right? Verses come easy. Right? But if you can't make a hook where your audience automatically gravitate to it and able to recite it, a person gonna forget a verse. It's very rare. Now let me not say rare, but you gotta really be somebody for somebody to be like, man, I know this verse word for word, but I don't like the hook. That's rarely happens. So it's like, and then you gotta know what to base your song on. Of course, like it's hard to how you come with a verse and then make the hook last. How? It don't make sense.
Right. That's very interesting to show how you, again, your process of how you make your music. And again, I commend that because again, some of our favorite rappers who we know bar after bar after bar, they've always dealt with that one what we would consider a handicap. People like, again, all respect, that's my man. I'm one of the biggest Jadakiss fans out there. But if there was any criticism, people would say Jadakiss has never had a whack verse, but sometimes his song structure or the hooks might not get him to blow mainstream. That's why his following remains almost like a cult following amongst us in and around our environment, our community.
Like I can't give you one whack Kiss verse.
He never had a whack verse.
I can't give you that, but I can give you a lot of whack hooks. I can give you a lot.
Or a lot of songs that was like a 7 or 8 that should have been a 10.
It could have been a 10 with fire.
With a better hook.
Like, I'm gonna be real. Knock Yourself Out could have had a much fire hook. Right. But it just was like generic because like when you in that bar, when you bar heavy like that, it don't really stick with you to, all right, I gotta make a catchy hook. When that's what's gravitating, that's what's grabbing people's attention. You're gonna hit a hook first before you hit a verse, most of the time.
Right.
And even if, like I said, even if you bring the verse first, the hook gotta be just as fire. Right. Because if it's basic, okay, then you get back to the second, oh, that's hard, but nah.
And with that being said, I want to be very clear. Major shout out to Kiss. We love Kiss, man. Again, one of my top 5 dead or alive in my book. Like, this is in no way, shape, or form a criticism of Kiss. It's just a lot of people would say that he makes music specifically for us for that reason, because he doesn't expand himself with his hooks. So that's kind of where we was going with that. If you ever see this, Kiss, shout out to you. Excuse me. Digging a little bit deeper into that, I want to talk about your transition as an artist. When I first met you probably 14, 15 years ago, you was part of a different collective. You was with MTM. I mean, you know, again, all love to them, no controversy, nothing like that, but having transitioned away from that situation, how do you feel like your music changed, or, because I can give you my opinion on that, but how do you feel like your music changed from the MTM era to where we at in 2020?
I feel like with the MTM era, I was more bar heavy, but I didn't really know song structure. Right. You know what I mean? I didn't really know, like, I could, like, and then Cole would challenge me sometimes, but he's like, yo, give me a fire hook, or give me a fire song, and it would only be like 1 or 2. But now it's like once I got by myself, and I don't really go to say got by myself, like I just, because they still my bros to this day.
Right.
You know what I mean?
All I say is all love.
But once I got in within me and working on myself and working on my craft, it just went to a whole nother level, because it's like I stopped making songs for people and made more songs for me. You know what I mean? So it just came out much better.
And any potential for any collaborations with any of them in the future?
Yeah, like me and Emo, we just talking like whoever. Like I'm one of those people where if it's right, we'll do it. And that's with any, even if like, well, one thing I can't do is go against the grain. If we had a discrepancy in the pay or anything like that, we gonna leave it there. But if you somebody that's trying to work, trying to build, trying to come out, stand and third, just holler at me. If it's right, we gonna do it. I'm not gonna give you no bullshit. I'm gonna come 1,000. If I can help you on anything, I'm gonna do that. Plug in anybody, I'm gonna do that. Know what I mean? And if you come talking paper, I mean, I'm all for it.
Right.
Like, I'm not one of those guys that be like, man, I'm not working with this person, I'm not working with that person. Well, no, fuck them. Like, I'm willing to work with and help anybody.
And that appreciate that, but so that, what does that say as far as, you know, when you say as long as it's right? I'm sure you're not limiting yourself to only working with. So, do you challenge yourself to work with different artists with different content, different sounds?
That makes me fun. Right. That makes me fun. Like, to be honest, if a dude doing rock and roll came to me like, man, let's do something, let's do it.
Right.
And that's another thing about me. My style changed so much. You can't put me in a box. Because whereas, like on this tape here, you got a lot of tracks that's ball heavy. I'm just spitting. You got another couple tracks that I'm harmonizing that it just flow like that. You got some where I'm still ball heavy, but the hooks is bars and hooks like it's just so different. You know what I'm saying? So
I try to make myself, I want to be able to say, I can give you whatever you want. You know what I mean? So that's why I love situations like that where somebody with a different type of sound, different type of feel, be like, yeah, I'm gonna get you on this, and it challenge me. Because you never know what you might get when I go in there, but it's gonna be fire.
Right. Okay, well again, we can dive a little bit deeper into all of that, but right now, trying to get a little bit of this food up in our life. So again, man, we appreciate y'all for checking with us, man. More to come real soon, all right? One.
Oh man,
That's gonna happen.
like it's more to it than just.
We got more with Mr. EMG here, man. We live, man. I gave it my best try with this nasty ass macaroni and cheese, man. They lied to me and told me I would like this one because it had lobster in it, but that shit's still trash. So I'm done with the food. But back to the subject matter at hand, man. Before we took a little brief intermission, we were talking about just your processes of your artistry. One of the things I wanted to get into is the balance between. Again, I know you talked about how much you think the hook defines the song. Talk a little bit about the balance between, going for something like that, focusing on the hook, what have you, but also not letting it sacrifice your lyricism. I know you're still very much into the bars and that aspect of it.
You gotta have, you definitely gotta have a balance, because you don't want to be so into the hook that it translates into your verse and everything just sounds the same. Like I've been down that road. Like everything just sounds like a run-on sentence. Like you gotta have some type of separation. So like when I approach a song, I even get to feel like, all right, should I harmonize this verse or should I bar this verse or vice versa? And I tried different stuff. Like I might do the verse harmonizing. If it don't sound right, I just rap it. You know what I mean? And then whatever one sound much better. And I got guys in the studio with me where ain't no yes men with me. They gonna either say, yeah, yo, that's cool, or no, fuck that, cause it ain't right. You feel me? And you know what I mean? I pretty much go from there. And man, the masterpiece is just happening.
They come together. One of the things that I like and I want to focus on is, because again, speaking of the lyricism, being bar heavy, I know you're big into the battle culture, and that's one of the things that oftentimes the perception is that you got to do one or the other. You can't do both. You can't have bars and be a battle rapper and then turn around and make songs. Do you focus on it and make it a point to try to prove those types of thoughts wrong?
I don't mean to scratch my own back. I'm just different, man. I'm just different. Like we came up from battle rap. Like we came when we came up together, like the guys that I rap and I respect in the city, like when we made our verses, it's like we was competing. Who gonna have the best verse? Who gonna who gonna come with the best bars? And that don't do nothing but make you better. But I also, by me being able to freestyle, I got called out a lot. Like a dude might see me in the mall with my kid, like, yeah, what's up? Like, nigga, I'm shopping right now. You feel me? But if I'm in a check, like, I'm not, like with me, I'm not ducking no smoke. I don't care if you just start rapping today.
Right.
I don't care what gender you is. You can be somebody great. Nigga, Jesus can come down here and make like he won battle. We gonna get it in. You feel what I'm saying?
We going 3 rounds with Jesus.
We gonna get it in. Like it's just, that's the gladiator in me. Like that should be like balling to me. Like a nigga call you up one-on-one. All right, come on, let's go do it. You know what I mean? Whether I win or I lose, it ain't gonna do nothing but make me better. I'm not one of those guys that be like, oh man, I love show it hurt. No, I'm gonna take what I learned from that, keep it moving. Right. You know what I mean? But you know.
So is that something that you plan on continuing, even as the music continues to elevate and become more polished with the music, get more established in terms of notoriety? Do you plan on continuing the battle?
Man, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. If I get a deal with that, man, fuck battle rap. I'm real with y'all. But my main focus is music.
Right.
Because in a 3-round battle, I can't give you my life. And chew you apart at the same time. Pause. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
I can't do that. Also, one thing I always say to guys is like, yo, why you no battle represent the third? I don't know one battle rapper right now that has changed their family tree from battle rap. Period. I don't know one. If you know of a $500,000 $1 million battle rapper right now that
His grandmother don't gotta work no more. His mother don't gotta go clock in. His brother got a job. Like, if you show me one of them, I change my options. I change my opinion on it.
Right.
But as of right now, like for example, two people I use for comparison. Tay Rock, Lil Baby.
Okay.
Lil Baby came in after Tay Rock already had his run in URL. Baby already changed his family tree. You can't tell me that ain't the rubber game.
And don't get me wrong, dog. I absolutely love battle rap. But I was watching. Shout out to my man, Man Papa. He got the My Expert Opinion, the podcast. And one of the things that stood out to me that I never put into, I never processed it. They were on there. They were talking about if you go back and listen to Illmatic. We all know Illmatic, classic album from Nas. They said if you play back just the verses that Nas spit, just the raps. You figure every song is 10 songs. He got 2 to 3 verses on every song. Just those verses, if you play those, it equals about, he said 9.5 or 10 minutes worth of raps. A battle rapper has to write that every battle. So it really puts into perspective exactly how much writing goes into a 3-round battle.
Man, like it's so crazy because not only do you gotta write it, you gotta remember it.
Right.
You know how hard it is to memorize an album?
Yeah.
Like, we talking like, literally, 10 songs, 2 verses. A song, that's 20 verses. I don't know nobody that can remember 20 verses
At a time.
But you gotta go in front of the crowd and memorize that much material. Not only that, you gotta prepare for crowd reaction. You gotta prepare for camera situations. You gotta prepare for your opponent. You gotta prepare for the people say, oh no, you'll bring that back. Now you sit there, you trying to, like, it's a lot that go into it. Now, don't get me wrong, I tip my hat to the battle rap community. It's not easy. Like, people thinking they just gonna go on a stage, it's not easy. That shit take preparation. That shit take focus. It take a whole nother skill set that a lot of people really don't have. Now, I mean, I'm just able to balance the two because that's what I originated with. But if I was to ever be put in the room and they say you gotta choose one, I'm gonna always go music first. Because I don't do music, I don't do battle rap for me. Like, my ultimate goal is to make sure my kids never have to work with me. You feel me? One thing I always say is I want to ensure that my daughters never need another nigga to save the day. I'm big on that. So, battle rap not gonna do that for me. It's not. You gotta think you guys say, what, 2-3 battles a year? The big names, they might get 20-30,000. I mean, you gotta work. That's what, 60-70,000 a year? I can make that at a job. This motherfucker at McDonald's making 55,000 a year. You feel me? And don't put in half the work that these battle rappers do. So, whereas I'd rather get the game, I can do a show for 10,000, 20,000. I got 10 shows a month. I done made what they made in a month and a year.
Right. And to your point, I get it. It might be 1 or 2 battle rappers that's really getting money on that
Don't
level.
get me wrong.
Maybe like probably like Lux or Rs or
Don't get me
Surf.
wrong.
A couple of them, but to your point, the most of them, they not changing their family's life. And I never considered that aspect of me being such a big fan of battle rap. I never considered that aspect of it. But that's why, again, I do have a greater respect for a person that can do both. So I definitely commend you on that. And like I said, you get that opportunity to apply the primary skill of battle rap, which is lyricism. You can apply that to your music, but you can't always apply the music to battle rap. So I see that. That makes sense.
It'd be funny, right? Because a lot of dudes that's battle rap like gods, like they can't make a song for shit. And I don't mean to take anything from them, right? But they just always in battle mode. You always battling a beat instead of realizing you putting this out for an audience. You know what I mean? And they get stuck in that. And I don't want to get like I never want to get stuck in a box. Like, oh, he's a battle rapper. Oh, he's just a music guy. No, I'm me. That's really what it boils down to.
Real shit. One of kind of following up with that. On the last project you dropped, you had a song got a lot of notoriety. The song was called Ball. I mean, that song, it legit did numbers. I mean, we even had Gilly the Kid on social media playing it, bumping it, enjoying it. You performing it at different clubs, strip clubs, different venues. That to me, when you hear Bumps in the Road, that was clearly the single. Now on this project, having listened to it a few times, I haven't, the single, so to speak, has not jumped out to me. Would you say, I'm gonna ask, do you have plans on pursuing one song to kind of market the project, or you just kind of take it all as one?
The single to me was, I gotta say, Struggle is my per se first single to me. You know what I mean? Because that's literally the first song I made when I came home, and it displayed everything I was going through, my emotion, everything when I was locked up. It displayed everything. So that's to me is my single. Now I've heard different takes like, yo, this should be the single, this should be the single. But when I make a tape, I always got 3 singles in mind. You know what I mean? So for this one, it was Struggle. It was the one that I took off. That's coming later on.
Right, we talked about that off the record, right?
Yeah, and then Solid Niggas Only with me, Hayes, and my man Hood Beezy from Baltimore. And that joint, like, yo, that song was so crazy because we literally was in there 10 minutes. I had the beat, but we was in there 10 minutes. I came up with a hook, and everybody just went in there and just went ham.
I want to dive a little bit deeper into that. You mentioned Struggle as a potential first single, and it's funny because that to me, I'm still kind of up in the air. I think Struggle might be my favorite song on the project, but I'm still kind of undecided between that one and the Chaser's Prayer. But I do want to look a little bit deeper at Struggle because I had some feedback for that. So what we're gonna do is I want to play that song, and then I'm gonna follow up and ask you some questions about that. So you with that?
That's cool.
All right, let's do that.
Oh fuck, no Trey's been up, man.
Sonic.
Yo.
Alright, y'all. We still here with Mr. EMG, and before we close this thing out, man, we've been talking so much about the latest project, Working On Me. Again, it's available on all your streaming services, whether that be Tidal, Apple Music, man, where else we can get it?
Tidal, Apple Music, Pandora, Google Play, Amazon, wherever you can stream is there.
It's there. So, like I said, we've been talking about it, but you know what better opportunity is there than to let y'all hear a little bit of it yourself, man. So we want to get into some of this music, man. Let y'all hear a couple of different samples to hear, you know, what the vibes is, what the sound of the music is sounding like, and then from there, man. Again, I definitely encourage you to go listen for yourself. But one of the songs you were just talking about, the song "Struggle," track number 3, and that's actually, I wanted to start there because that's one of what I identified as one of the standout tracks on there as well. And what I would say is, I really like about this song is that I could tell this was one of the ones you wrote when you was definitely in there.
Yeah, man, like just seeing my surroundings for the first time, like seeing a lot of different people, characteristics, personalities, ups, downs. Like, it's literally, if they tell you that jail was a melting pot, that is nothing but the fucking truth. Like, you see so many different variations of a person when you somewhere you really don't want to be. That is crazy. Like, it's retarded.
Play a little bit of that joint. Struggle.
Some more, like.
Put it up, son.
Oh fuck, Trey's been up, man. I found this beat off YouTube, a dude named J Beats, man.
Let me speak on some things that I ain't like. At first, Capital Gazette got me pictured as a titan. Tyrant, niggas bluffing, but my good lawyer fighting. Charges caught cause they say that I was frauding with a license. Teasing conversations with some bitches I was striking. Worrying between preliminaries or indictments. Cold nights biting, these jail cells trifling. Power moves filling up my unit with some Vikings. Trains getting worse, got me asking was it worth it. Exaggerators talking bullshit when they was workers. Undercover faggots, fake gangsters, former addicts. Overhead, zero reflecting on the days
that shit.
Every time you turn around, man. Motherfuckers even tucking their tail and pressing their button, man. Shit's sad.
You gotta be there. Like,
all you gotta do is mind your motherfucking business, man.
come in.
Respect don't cost you nothing in this bitch. But what we see, man, ain't no heart in them. They relying on badges. Beans be paper thin, gotta double up on the mattress. Days getting long, no perp, so here come no withdrawals. Cash you thought with your dog, so refusing your cause. No working to reflect that they refusing your bond. No clocks, no view to help you weather the storm. See, I'd rather be at home, slashing grams, trying to stack some ham. Instead I'm in this yard, going hard in these Jackie chains. Wishing I was fortunate, portion, changing coordinates. Instead I'm waiting to hear if I'm going to court of the ordinance. And every time I pop up, my unit on lock up. I'd rather be at home, getting it on, set a block up. Or chilling with a bitch that's itching to eat the cock up. Instead I'm in this day room bitten, while they watch us. Mainly just to box us, simply because we boxed up. But these the type of feelings you dealing with when you locked up. Get tired of waking up, man. 4 or 5 in the morning, trains up here, that
Dumbass shit.
Eat this dumbass shit on the shingle, man. Gotta pray for every Friday, get a fucking chicken.
That's my type. That's my type of vibe, right? You can pause it. That's my type of. You know what I mean? I like music that really is vivid enough that I could, you know, all respect. I could see y'all in there when I'm playing that song and feel the pain. It's like it's a certain level of the song is aptly titled "Struggle." It's a certain level of pain that comes through.
Man, like that shit, like it's never ending. Like
Right.
you make it the best that you can, but that shit is never ending. You away from your kids, your family, money. You know what I mean? Women, like it's just shit is just miserable. But you just, like I say, you just
If nothing
adapt.
else, it's a London
Yeah,
experience.
you adapt and make the best of it. Like, you know, I ain't really got no bad things to say as far as what went on in the jail. It was just the fact that I couldn't see, you know, my kids. You know what I mean?
Aside from that, so I know what originally prompted that conversation is you were saying that might potentially be one of the singles.
Yeah.
Besides that one, is it another song that you might want the people to hear that you might think you might go with?
It gotta be this one. Me, my man Stunner Hayes, my man Hood Life Beezy, man. That play.
Technical error. We'll be right back with it. 1 second.
Oh no, shout out to 21.
But no, you were saying on this song is you, Stunner Hayes, who else?
Me, my man Stunner Hayes, and you know, good folks, Hood Life Beezy, man. He from my Baltimore, man.
Okay.
This right here, man.
Say you won't catch me at no party if it ain't about figures. On my PO, turned on my ring up on it, bang off the Richter. On the daily, off the liquor, we molly all the jiggers. And you won't catch me right nobody, they ain't solid, my nigga. For sure, catch me at no party.
That's a no, man. It's a motto.
Right.
It's a mantra shit we live by, man. No fuck niggas allowed. Step out for them babies. Turkeys got them in a frenzy. Dips and Trony with the Henny, slinging greens, blues and piggies. I ain't weeded, then I'm jiggy. Or the Molly, I get busy. Quickie, if she dig me, I'ma turn her just like Timmy. You a freak, I'm a geek. When it come down to the cheese, I talk alcoholic to the money, but I don't speak to police. My A1 fuck a day one, they ain't valid, I ain't round. Yeah,
I can definitely hear this as a performance type song, something lit, you know what I mean?
For sure. Turn on my phone around my PO, cause my shit bang like 4-4. And I don't need her, no, I'm serving out here chasing that dough. And slanging, playing with them presidents, no Marilyn Monroe. Say you won't catch me at no party if it ain't about figures. Turn my PO, turned on my ring up, phone and bang off the Richter. Stay on the daily, off the liquor,
that hook shit, my man.
Right. No, I fuck with this joint.
Hook game crazy.
You won't catch me at no party if it ain't about figures. Turn my PO, turned on my ring up, phone and bang off the Richter. I speak the truth, that's what I'm about. They never doubt. Ain't flooded out, I'm winning.
Check the numbers out.
I'm the wrong tree that you barking up. Serving fiends,
Got them all gnawing from snorting dust.
hold on the corner, stuck.
Try to get that morning rush.
My bitch told me don't be long, she like
Man,
me
they
morning.
burnt
Fuck
this
you
shop,
know about a raid. Fucking your whole house up. You know money for the bail, your
Facts.
people gotta put their house up. Stitching for some shorter time, I can't you even live with that. Take the laws, don't complain, let's figure out how I get get it back. Yo, got me hood rich, same thing they caught me for. P.O. say my level low, I don't got report no more.
Catch me at no party if it ain't about figures. Now my P.O. turned on my ringer phone, it bang off the Richter.
How much is, again, man, and it's funny when you listen to certain music and you have knowledge of the individuals and what they talk about, shit like that. How much, when you talk about authenticity, how important is that to you and people who you collaborate with, who you willing to work with, man?
That shit is the most important thing for me.
Right. And again, man, shout to Hayes, and what's my man name right here?
Hood like Beezy, man.
Hood like
Middle
Beezy.
Street baby, man.
Some hundreds, my trap phone, they stop ringing, yeah, who they want.
He burnt this bitch too.
Ain't good with them letters, but still
Send a check. Word.
my niggas need me, I love them to death.
Global telling for the press.
You ain't never got ass in the love, you know I'm on that. I ain't never got front, pick a first time nigga, no flex.
Lord.
4 feet, got them 4 bitches trying to give it
Nigga, good neck.
I just fall like I'm baby.
I ain't school with Beezy up next.
In the jump, most of these niggas be gumps. Niggas ain't even my caliber, ain't no comparison. Niggas can
Say what they want, but them hoes know what's up. Baltimore nigga. No, I'm a gorilla.
Still rockin' with me strong ways.
Real killers recognize killers on God.
Party if it ain't about figures. Now my P.O.
Yeah, like that. That right there, though. To me, those two is two surefire singles off Brick to me.
Right. And I fuck with that joint, and the thing is, we were talking about the authenticity and the people who you willing to work with. Shorty, again, this was my first time hearing him. You say his name Hood Life Beezy.
Yeah, Hood Life
Tell me
Beezy.
a little bit about him and what movement he representing. What your ties was to him.
Like a good homeboy of mine, Bingo. I mean, shout out to him. He actually linked us up and was more so like, yo, I think you should do something with my folks, this, that, and the third. I'm like, yo, who is he? So he sent me a couple of his joints. I'm like, oh, okay. And then, like, if it's cats uptown or like somewhere I know, I make a phone call like, yo, who is yo, bop, bop, bop. And everything checked out. Like, you know what I mean? Yo ain't had no bad name on them in no streets or nothing like that. Like, that's one of the first things my folks would have spoke on. So
Right. No, that's what's up. And the only reason I asked is because on another one of the songs on the album, you said something that really stuck with me that I wanted to touch on. You said, I don't remember the exact bar, but you basically said, you know, fuck being local, I'm trying to go global.
Yeah.
So when you consider something like that, and again, you consider this project, it wasn't a whole lot of features. It's not like, you know, niggas make shit and they got 10 niggas on every song, and it's like whose tape is it? Who's the artist that's supposed to be the focal point? But so you had limited features, and he was one of them. So that shows me you making an attempt to again expand yourself outside the city. What other plans do you have to work with other artists outside of our city of Annapolis?
Honestly, like for me, it just got to be right. Like I said earlier, it got to be right. It like I gotta fuck with you. Like I can't just go in a booth with a nigga and we not vibe out or nothing like that. Like just for the money or just cut. No, I'm not doing that. I gotta fuck with what you talk about. Fuck with what you represent. Like there's never a day you will ever hear EMG did a song with like a cop or some shit like that. It's never happening. Like I can't do that. I gotta vibe with you. I gotta relate to what you talking about. I gotta. I mean, you gotta be authentic. Like you said. Like you gotta be organic. I can't do that. So I definitely do my background checks when I'm ready to do features and shit that.
Sure enough.
As far as like reaching out, like I definitely got a couple cats I fuck with up in Baltimore. I mean, other than yo, like my man's Blue Benjamin Beezy, Blue Benjamin Sleepy.
Hit that by mistake, my fault.
You'll always see me with them. Like I got a couple cats out DC that that I talk to here and there. A couple cats in different states. Now I mean, my man Sko Money in Louisiana. Yeah, I mean, shout out to him. Like, my whole thing for this year is networking, branching out, man, because the world is a lot bigger than Annapolis, Maryland.
Absolutely. So, I mean, we covered a lot. You know what I mean? What's next? What does that look like? You saying, you know, fuck just being local, I want to go global. What we next? We talking about any videos? We mentioned the battles. You got any battles coming up? Go ahead.
I got a battle coming in April. You know what I mean? Be on the lookout for me versus the Cat Prayers Mafia. I mean, couple cats in the
big names.
Yeah, a couple cats in the battle rap world they know about yo.
No, yeah, yo for sure, nigga.
Then like I say, man, I'm gonna make it my business to drop another project. Yeah, that's definitely my business. Cause it's for me this year is all about singles. It's all about press. It's all about getting the music out there. Know what I mean? So that's what I'm big on this year, and hitting different states and networking and meeting new different people, new video people, new studios, because you never know who you'll rub shoulders with.
About you plan on doing any more shows or what?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I definitely want to set up more shows. That's kind of like, if I could say my Achilles heel, it got to be that. I don't do enough shows for me. You know what I mean? Enough shows and enough visuals. Like, I got music for days, but I definitely could do better when it comes to visuals and when it comes to shows and actually getting out and meeting the people versus just putting the music out there.
Man, well, again, like I said, man, I definitely encourage everybody to go listen to the project. The project is called Working On Me. It's out right now. It's available, man. Again, this was the very first episode, Speak Your Piece. My man told you right from himself. You heard everything, man. Again, the music is fire. You know, the name checks out. All the facts check out. It's not like you're going to hit some bluffing ass shit on the tape. So, again, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Salute, man. We closing out. What song is this as we go out?
Man, it's trapping, man. All my guys in the field, man, they gonna be able to relate to this all we run aboard, man. We don't do this shit for ourselves, man. 9 times out of 10, you out here trying to feed your family, man. Help your folks out, take care of a couple bills, man. Get in and get out.
Man, like I said, man, on behalf of the Unbiased Podcast, you know what this is, man. This is Speak Your Piece. I am your host, Chev, Location Chev, Chev DBIC, what it is. Again, we appreciate every like, every comment, every view. Man, please keep it up. One.
Bang.
We're in love. We're in love.
Trap hard, trap hard, nigga. Trap hard, trap hard, nigga. Trap hard, trap hard, nigga. Trap hard, I never ever thought that I'd be trapping. Swear it was very crazy how it happened. I see my people starving, it was tragic. So I really had to go work my magic. From the jump, they ain't want me to have it. Pray to God, got blessed with a package. Damn, Lord, was stuff in that place.